Hail a cab.
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stay with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Who even are these people?
I don't know, but I don't like them.
Yeah.
Why is this the only radio station in this world? Next chapter. All right, so we were taking Sam to visit Zak.
Yep.
Let's get started with that.
Sorry, we're closed. Come back tomorrow or make an appointment online.
I just think it's funny that if you were saying that to me, you would say it to me like at the door. Like I wouldn't come into your place of business
and you sit down and be
sit
like,
down,
we're closed.
and then have a conversation. Sorry, sir, we're closed. You Zak Weston?
Yes. What do you want?
Oh, I'm
Well, the Shaws... Didn't he say the Shaws hired? Because they thought the police were bungling it all?
Well, that's what Oscar said.
Isn't that what Chief DuPont said, too?
Sure.
He said, like...
We'll probably get further anyway.
We can't make this,
if we
like,
say the
official,
Shaws
yeah.
hired me. Yeah.
The Shaws. Oh. You mean that girl who got killed? What was her name? Dorothy?
You've never met Dorota?
I see a lot of faces in my studio, but I'm not good with names. Wait. Dorota, I remember now.
Okay. Violet's the one that had talked about
Yes.
him. So let's name drop Violet and see if this goes, better. And I agree. Todd 81 said, he's trying too hard to act dumb. I'm like, you can just talk to us. It's fine. I'm just a detective, not a shape-shifting detective or anything like that.
I know, that would be crazy,
That would
right?
be crazy. What? Anyway.
Friends? Yes. I know Violet very well.
How well?
Shape-shifting detective, well?
Violet takes it very well, actually. I like him like that. With a frosty exterior comes a soft, warm center.
That was... Really didn't expect you to be... A minute ago, he's
forward.
like, we're closed. Oh, Violet. So you're sleeping with her.
I'm sorry, my analogy wasn't explicit enough.
No, it was. It
Yes,
was.
we have sex.
No one has ever said anything like that in that way, ever. And if Violet finds out, this will discontinue, I assure you. Anyway, so that did not go where I thought it was going to go. You photographed Dorota?
For the August Chronicle, she won some sort of award. I remember her cello. It kept reflecting the flash and ruining the shot.
I, too, hate cellos. Did she come to the studio?
No, I went to her house, along with the reporter. It's better with these human interest stories to capture them in a natural habitat.
So...
I mean, I think that's a given.
Yeah, but maybe that's how we... Well, that's probably how we could find an address, but probably someone else has got the address. DuPont's got the address. If we press him, he might feel threatened.
Yeah, I don't think you should press him.
Let's not.
Nisha was a reporter. She can confirm all this.
Was that the only time you met Dorota?
No, actually, I've been running a special offer on portraits, and she came in for a studio session. wait there.
Based on what Violet said, I don't know.
As you can see, there's photos here. Her on the cello. Now this one's in colour. Beautiful hair. Oh, legs wrapped around. Another one here. Ooh, hang on. Do you see what I see?
Cello. What do you see?
I think she's just a very attractive girl. That's all.
You are creeping me out, man. You are creeping me out. Did you take any other pictures?
What do you mean?
Violet told me.
Yeah.
I mean, so this is basically calling his bluff because Violet didn't tell me anything, right? Like she hasn't
Yeah,
mentioned.
didn't she say something about boudoir photography?
That's true.
That's why I'm
That's true. Okay, so it's not a bluff. We do know this.
Yes.
Because Violet mentioned specifically boudoir
Yeah.
photography. Violet told me.
Violet needs to mind her own business. I didn't want to mention them out of respect for the dead. You've heard of boudoir photography.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not. If you don't know, if you're watching right now and you don't know, Google it.
No.
Dorota saw my
Oh, wait, don't Google it. Don't.
take some shots. It's all very tasteful. A lot of women have them done as gifts for their husbands or boyfriends or girlfriends, I suppose.
Okay, so who did Dorota get them for?
She didn't say. Her boyfriend, I assume.
Yeah, where were you last night?
It's a good question.
Here. I'm usually here most nights.
Can anyone confirm that?
Only the roof rats.
Roof rats.
Fortunately, they speak perfect English,
Great.
but their memories are terrible, so they don't actually remember. Yeah. Okay, so we learned something. Mm-hmm. We definitely learned something. Oscar, have anything new? Hi, I'm still here. Do you know Zak Weston?
No? Who's that?
He took photos of Dorota.
Okay, so this Zak guy was connected to Dorota. Took pictures of her. Were they sleeping together?
I mean, we don't know that information.
Yeah.
We know that Zak really likes attractive women. But we don't know.
You can tell me if she was. I don't care. Look, I mean, if you're going around asking all these questions, if you find out anything like that, I want you to tell me.
That would make him trust you.
Of course.
Thanks, Sam. Don't let me mourn if I shouldn't.
Did she show you her boudoir photos?
Who what? Boudoir photos? She sent some private photos to me by phone. Do you mean them?
Can I see? No, don't show me. No, I mean professional photos.
I get it now. That's why you're asking about Zak Weston. Maybe I should pay him a visit.
Which means we can turn into Oscar and go see Zak, which will be really weird when the real Oscar goes to see Zak.
Or we could turn into Zak and go see Oscar and be like, hey.
And then he wouldn't go. Galaxy brain. Okay. So let's get back to the guest house. See what's cracking there.
Are you going to go talk to Rain?
Hey, Rain! You look nervous, buddy! Hey,
So Birmingham.
Fine, Sam. Birmingham. Mercury took us to Birmingham. We didn't know what for. We never really know what for. But we turned up. It started with a girl, Ginny. She was South African. I only mention it because that was its thing.
Its thing?
Yeah. We didn't know at the time, but in hindsight, it was after South African girls. 3 to be exact. The Traveller wanted 3.
Why did the Traveller want 3 victims?
You should ask Bronwyn. She's the one that knows about rights. I just know it normally involves 3, and all 3 share a common attribute.
Huh. Tell me about the Travelers.
I guess you might call them demons, in as much as they can get inside us. They come from other worlds.
Do they possess us? Is that the possession?
That's got to be what he
Yeah.
means. Because he said they can get inside us.
Mm-hmm.
They come from other worlds?
Kind of, yeah. Quantum physics is real, didn't you know? There are many universes. In technical terms, a traveller is a transdimensional being far more superior to us.
A shapeshifter?
In as much as they can choose which reality to hang out in. We just get this one.
Well, that's boring. Travelers can inhabit us?
Yes, disturbingly. It's actually a lot more complicated than that. They choose a reality/universe where they actually evolve to become the person they're possessing. So they jump in a few million years before our timelines intersect.
Rain, I'm gonna let you go on. Please tone it down in the smart talk.
They can't just jump into someone. It takes a few hours for that. They make the decision before they travel, which is why we can catch them.
So you think the murderer is a traveler?
Yes, probably. The tarot doesn't just sat-nav us to normal murders.
Anyway, do you know Zak Weston?
I met him yesterday, doing the rounds, looking for reading work. Actually, he did mention Dorota.
He played dumb with us. Tell us.
What about Dorota?
He said there was this girl he was planning to meet up with. Said she was alone every Monday night because her parents go to the cinema. Do you know what that means? It was Dorota Shaw.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Pretty sure there's a song about that. Everyone's gone to the movies. Now we're alone at last. What was I doing? All right. Do we talk to Violet? Let's talk to Violet. Let's talk about Zak Weston again.
Do we really have to?
Yeah. We do. Because he says you're sleeping together.
How vulgar. Yes, I suppose that is what he'd say. But I've never let him lay a finger on me. He says we're in a relationship, but he doesn't act like it.
What? What does he say?
He says he loves me, that I'm the only one for him.
Do you love him?
A rose by any other name? I don't think so.
What?
Suddenly, The Shining.
Come play with us, Sam.
Never turn into a child. Especially that one. I was just looking at chat like everyone's like, I'm good. Time to leave. Time to go. I didn't break anything.
You about did.
I know, but I didn't. Who child? Anyway. Let's talk to Bronwyn.
Sam, look, I can't talk right now. I'm doing phone readings. Gotta pay for a job somehow. Lexi's locked in till late too. I can sort you out afterwards, yeah?
So Lexi's in, right?
Mm-hmm.
We already talked to Rain.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Did I mention that? Okay. Let's go change. So now we can become Zak.
Yeah.
So let's take Zak on a little trip. Let's take
Zak Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
All right. Let's take Zak and talk to Oscar That's the first thing I want to do. Oh. Oscar will have to talk to Zak. So, the chief? Okay. Back to the guest houses, Zak. Not working out like I wanted to. Let's talk to Violet. Yowza.
Zak! What are you doing here? Quick, don't let anyone see you.
Why don't you want anyone to see me?
What? You're the one who said we shouldn't be seen together. What are you doing here?
I wanted to make sure we were still okay.
Yeah.
That seems like a reasonable thing.
Yeah.
What did you do? What did you say to Sam?
Everyone's talking about Dorota.
Yeah.
I know. But I suppose people like that attract trouble.
People like what? Is that why you killed her? People like what?
We don't know Violet killed Dorota, so we need to be careful with Zak saying, is that why you killed her?
Homewreckers. Anyway, I hope you didn't just come here to talk about Dorota.
Are you happy Dorota's dead?
I didn't say that. But we both know what Dorota was like. She practically threw herself at you.
She didn't throw herself at me. Why'd you think that?
The boudoir sessions. Some girls get the wrong idea. I saw how she was looking at you. She wanted it.
You were there. You saw the photos.
Also, this now, like coming full circle, this explains why Violet has been so pissy about Dorota.
Yeah.
Is because she's tied up into this with Zak.
Mm-hmm.
That's why this has all happened. Because at the beginning, she was just like, she's a lamb and lambs get slaughtered! And I'm like, Jesus, Violet! But now at least there's a reason why she's spoken like that.
I've seen all your photos, Zak. All of them.
Bye! Ryder Junkie says, is this game a soap opera? Yeah. Kind of. Did you notice that they're in Ginny's room?
Mm-hmm. The rooms are named.
Zak, let me stop you there. You are one creepy fellow. Now, I don't know what you had going on with Dorota, but I don't want anything to do with it. Do not come back here. Please.
Wow. People don't like Zak. And we had heard that Lexi's room was going to be close too.
Mm-hmm.
But that was everybody.
You could go visit Oscar. Or he was gone, right?
Yes, we need to take Oscar to see Zak.
Okay, then switch.
Switch to Oscar?
Yeah.
It's the sound it makes.
Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
I'm so helpful. It's me, Oscar. So first things first, Zak.
Mm-hmm. No.
Oh, what?
Sensing the thing with Bronwyn went badly.
Why did you put me up to it?
I need all hands on deck. You're a hand. At least I thought you were.
Can you give me a hand?
Never mind. At least you tried.
Is there anything else I can do?
No, you've done enough. I'll keep up my end of the bargain, make those speeding tickets go away, though technically you'd have more points than a hedgehog if I kept them. And if I do catch you speeding in August again, Oscar, instant ban. Capiche?
Yes. Capiche?
It's language. That makes me look cool. You can go now.
Glad we had that discussion. We'll take Oscar back to the guest house, but I don't suspect. I really thought we'd have an interaction with Zak. I'm actually kind of like surprised. And I don't know who Oscar's even going to be able to talk to. Bronwyn and Lexi are pointless. Mm-hmm. Maybe Rain can talk to us, but probably even, like, there's no reason for him to talk to Oscar. All right. Gonna go change doo-doo. Oh, look, we have less options. We can't become Lexi this chapter. Mm-hmm. Let's become Violet.
Hello, I'm Violet.
And then go see
I'm Violet.
Zak. He might not be there because we already had a conversation. But
Yeah. Well, he didn't have the conversation.
Oh, hello, gorgeous.
Did you hear? I came over last night, but you weren't here.
Do it.
let's start with this.
Okay.
Hear about Dorota.
Everyone in town's heard. She's a local celebrity now.
Local celebrity? Were you sleeping with her?
Violet? Of course not. I only have eyes for you.
That's not what I heard.
We could probably answer that.
Yeah.
Because it would just be like through the grapevine things. It's not like he'd be like, "Are you a shapeshifter?" Like, that's not a shapeshifter thing.
Okay.
This again. I told you, I'm not seeing anyone else. I have gorgeous women in my studio all the time, but you're special. Not because you won't take off your clothes, I'm expecting that at some point. It's just, you're so clever and well educated. And the icing on the cake, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever met.
I came over last night, but you weren't here.
Yeah. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Well, that explains why there was no answer when I called you. I was definitely here.
Huh. That didn't tell us anything. Of course, Violet has no reason to talk to Oscar. Because when she talked about Oscar, she was like, "Oh, he's such a nice boy." And then whenever he came to visit her, she was like, "Oscar, leave."
Oh, you can visit
Bronwyn
Lexi.
and Lexi are closed.
Yeah, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing that'll be interesting would be if Bronwyn or... we can't place either of them. Oh,
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter. Okay. We're going to be moving on to the next chapter pretty soon. Let's change into Rain.
I don't know.
Rain and Chief are the only ones we have left.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, I'm Rain.
It is I, Rain. Like, maybe they'd open the door for Rain? Nope. It's very important that they do not open the door. Bronwood said the same thing about Lexi, so I suspect
Chat
that's
saying
right.
radio.
All right, so what have we here today?
I actually think this one's a little bit clearer than other ones we've had on previous shows. This one is also heavy, because everything seems to be made out of wood and metal. So this one has got a heavy metal handle, and then it's got a circular face, and what looks like could have perhaps been maybe a shiny metal. And
Where do you think it's from?
Where is it from?
Area?
Oh,
Where in the world?
Okay, that's Antique Roadshow, and I refuse to play Antique Roadshow, the game. Turning that back off. Violet.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lovely guest house.
It is quaint, isn't it? It's all my parents had when they died. We are literally sitting in my inheritance.
How did your parents die?
Father died first. Heart attack. They found him in the freezer when Mother died. She had a pulmonary embolism. I didn't really talk to them much.
Freezer?
Yes, She kept him in the chest freezer because she didn't want to be alone. Stored him perfectly. Still use it today.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is normal. Normal. I was like, man, we're talking real casually about keeping Dad in the freezer, aren't we? So I still use it. Hail a cab. Where can you go? Can you visit
I guess.
Zak? There's Zak and Oscar. There's no way they're gonna.
Rain! I'm surprised to see you here. I take it you know about Dorota already.
Surprised we can talk.
All that stuff we talked about yesterday, that's strictly between you and me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you remind me of everything? What stuff?
That's the spirit. Now, I think it's best if we don't get caught speaking to each other. Overcautious, I'm sure, but I think it's for the best nonetheless. Maybe we can get together for a lad's night out after this is all blown over. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay.
Great. Well, I'll see you soon.
Oscar, sure. No, he's not there. And we can see for the chief, but I doubt that. Also, yeah. All right. So, Chief DuPont is the last person we can become for this chapter. Don't know if they'll give us any information. Maybe he can talk to Zak and be like, oh, you are creepy. Go to your room and become the chief. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Dynamo Duskull says, that cab driver's really efficient. Hey, come on over and get some out with a crazy taxi. Chief can't talk to Violet. Can only watch her scratch her knee. Bronwyn and Lexi aren't going to open the door. Rain is not home. We'll go see Zak or Oscar, and then that's it for this chapter. Hail a cab to Oscar.
Chief? Again?
Did Dorota have any online friends?
She didn't really use any social networks. Didn't have the time. Mainly just cello.
Go to any clubs or groups? Do you have access to her email?
No, she didn't email much. She checked the messages on her phone. What is it you're looking for?
Anything that helps solve the murder.
Okay, that makes sense.
Well, bye. All right, Zak.
Hello. I know you. You're the police chief.
Yeah.
I understand that you knew Dorota Shaw.
We met briefly, yes. I freelanced for the August Chronicle, and they did a story about her.
Was that the first time you met her?
As far as I know. I meet a lot of people through work. Some are more memorable than others. I happened to mention my portrait services, so she booked a session with me.
When was this?
A few weeks ago.
What type of photos do you take?
For the paper. Record shots that any idiot with a phone can take. My studio is where the magic happens. Mainly portraiture, but I dabble in other areas.
Boudoir photography? Dirty pictures?
Dirty pictures.
No. I do have a boudoir set, though. Lots of clients like it. It's all very tasteful and above board.
I'll be looking into it.
You can sleep in it if you want. It's a proper bed. Not sure you'll find anything you're looking for, though.
All right.
Okay.
Let's become Sam. Sam I am. Go to your room. Return to Sam.
And then do what?
And then it'll be time to take a cab. It's time to hail a cab. Time to hail a cab into the next chapter.
Yeah, but to what? Where?
But first we gotta take a break.
Okay.
First we gotta take a break.